آمدیم از شبرخانه سر پل تاج خورغان نغمه کاریای قطغنی هر صوبت باچالان پیچک و تار دنبوره میاید صدای شزور بشنو تال قطغنه که میدانم.
On today's recipe is Afghan cuisine. The name is Dopiaza. Dopiaza is basically the main ingredient to it is red meat and lots of onions. It is a delicious Afghan cuisine. So let's take a look at the recipe for Dopiaza. Let's go to the ingredient. For the Dopiaza recipe, I have here is red meat. This is baby lamb, approximately about 1 pound of this. For this, I need to cook with the onion. So I have one large onion here chopped into small pieces, as well as I have some fresh tomato puree. This is about medium size. I have about 2 cloves of garlic, and for garnishing, I'm going to be using some like round cut sliced of red onions and some green chili pepper. And with this, I have to marinate it into the vinegar. This red onion is optional. You can use your regular onion if you like to, as well as some ginger garlic paste to give it a good flavor, and some yogurt. I have some spices here. If you have your own spice, you can use that as well. So I'm going to use some cumin seeds, black pepper to make it spicier. I'm using crushed red chilies, a little bit of garam masala, turmeric powder, and some salt to go with this. Usually the Dopiaza recipe is very plain recipe that majority times Afghan families make this recipe. To give it a good flavor, I'm going to be using some yogurt, ginger garlic paste, and some of my own spices, because your dish won't taste good if you don't have really spices into it. So let's go to the ingredient. For this making of the recipe, I'm using pressure cooker. The heat is a little bit over medium. I'm gonna add about 6 tablespoons of oil, adding about 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, adding the onions. In this small bowl that I have my round slice shaped of onions, I'm gonna marinate this with white vinegar. It has been about 3 minutes I have been stirring the onions. Just want to have that not too cooked. We don't want this to get burned. So I'm going to add the garlic next. After 2 minutes of stirring the garlic as well, now is the time to add the meat. I'm going to add a pinch of black pepper and a little bit of salt. I'm going to add just less than half a cup of water on this. Now I'm going to pressure cook this about 8 whistles or until it gets tender, so good 20 minutes. After 8 whistles, I had this set on a side, and looks like this is pretty much 85% is done. So now I'm going to transfer this to another dish. I'm going to bring this to a boil until all this liquid gets absorbed. While all the water of this meat is getting absorbed, I'm going to add some spices. So I have about 1 teaspoon of garam masala, some spices, chili flake, and as well as a little bit of turmeric powder. I'm also going to add my tomato puree, a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, and just 1 teaspoon of yogurt. At this point, you want to taste a little bit for salt. If there's not enough salt, make sure you add some. Now we're going to completely bring this to a boil until it gets dry. The Dopiaza meat is completely dry now, the liquid. So now this is ready to be served. I'm using a white pita bread to serve the Dopiaza on top. I'm just going to garnish this now with the onions, some green chilies, and just a pinch of black pepper on top. And you have all this wonderful flavor of yogurt, tomatoes with the meat, because this lamb meat has a bit strong smell. So all those spices that I mixed, will give you wonderful flavor and will get rid of the smell as well. I hope you guys get a chance to try this recipe, and I thank you very much for watching today's session. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.